What's up, guys? This is Adventure on Purpose.
And I'm Kelly.
And I'm Mike.
And I'm Danny.
And I'm Lee.
Follow along.
On this podcast where we talk about all sorts of adventures. What types of adventures?
Well, we talk about not just adventures. We talk about money, mindset, pushing through, building empires, and just straight crushing it.
Mm-hmm. So, if you like that sort of thing,
hit the like button.
Download.
And listen.
Listen.
And also share with your friends, because we just want everyone to hear that you don't have to be serious all the time, but you still can, crush your goals and just be awesome.
Be happy.
Don't worry.
And live that perfectly adventurous life.
This is really playing into what we're talking about. Big old ups and downs.
Oh no, I can't see him now.
You guys are black.
I have a sinker in my pocket.
There we go.
There we
What you got that in there for?
I got a game change on the hairdo here.
Outfit change.
Switch her up. Switcherooski. Switching things up. Getting after it and flipping the switch.
Oh, that and switch.
Into transformation mode.
You ever dig into your pockets and realize you have a sinker in your pocket?
It's gonna be a good day.
We're talking about growth and transformation today. Like the ups and downs of personal growth and business growth and growing a family and just like the ups and downs of growing. So because we struggle with it, so we want to hear what other people struggle with or what they how they get better at it or whatever.
Yeah.
Strategies. But even growing, I was thinking about when we both moved to Colorado or Montana, that was a huge change. Or after you graduated from college and then you start a family, even the in-between stages of getting to those huge things. It's it's weird. You gotta go through it. But
everyone does.
Yeah, it seems like everyone has to go through something too. You get to a point where you it's like a turning point each time. Sometimes, I don't know, was it a turning point for you when you wanted to go to Colorado or Montana, when you just wanted to get out of there?
Yeah, but it was I remember talking to Kel even 2 years before we both moved, we want to live in Colorado or a mountain. So we've obviously been thinking about it forever, and the steps to actually do it. Sometimes I think we forget about what we've actually done to get to where we are. Yeah.
Yeah, that feels like a different life, actually.
Yeah.
That was 3 years ago or something that we got back. But
that's wild to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah, or that transition stage from when you get back. Yes. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel that was almost worse for us, to be honest.
Yeah.
Still kind of hitting us. It's actually kind of coming back right now.
Yeah.
Because we're going, it's we've kind of hit every little trail or thing you can do here. So we're
now what?
Man,
it's a constant.
Pipe, mile and a half.
It's something that's itching in the back of the head at all times.
Yes.
Sometimes the itch is a little strong.
Yeah, hey, Colorado's still out there.
Or we have more days where we're should we just go to a 14er?
Yeah.
And then some days we don't talk about mountains for a long time.
Yeah.
No, we're very much in the slump of we need to actual actual adventure, not like going early morning to go kayak fish or something. We want like to go travel and do something.
We like to tell ourselves that those are like pretty exciting adventures for a while.
Yeah, we like to convince ourselves that they are.
Yeah, until it's like no longer.
They're
Yeah.
great adventures,
Yeah, they're fun.
yeah, we're just like, we've watched some Red Bull TV once in a while. Ever seen that stuff?
Oh yeah.
And so then we're like, we gotta go do something.
That's enough to get you going right there.
But it also kind of made me like think like, what are we actually doing? Like, you know, like why are we sitting watching this? Let's go do it.
Mhm.
But and even like with like business and stuff, like I just went like through summer and it was like sweet, and now it's like, what should I do now? So it's like hard to navigate, but it's exciting because it's like gives you option to be creative and like you know, actually figure it out. But also it's so hard to be creative sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
And like what is actually gonna work, or like is posting on Facebook actually doing something, or should I be doing something else? You know, it's just weird to navigate, but it's also
like so much room to second guess.
Yes.
I feel like always.
Yeah. Well, I feel like every time you grow, you have like, you keep like doubling the amount of things you can do. So then it's like, what do you need to do? And it's kind of crippling sometimes.
What are you guys like going through right now that's like crazy change besides Millie? You know, like, because I know now you have her, so you probably like are trying to really think about different things.
Yeah, I think since we do have her now, we're thinking about like the next year future, or I am, like career wise, and like, you know, we want to be our own bosses, like full on.
Yeah.
So like, how do we get there comfortably within this next year while also navigating her?
Yeah.
And yeah. And we also want to get out of this house like sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
How do we do that?
Yeah.
There's just a lot. How do we not have Lee go hurt his body every day? Yeah.
Seriously, though.
Yeah. We just don't know. There's a lot up in the air.
Big year.
Yeah.
Big year.
Yeah.
And it's like, what should you do every day to get you to those things? It's hard to figure out too.
And that's what we struggle with like which avenue
Which avenue
makes the most sense to like put all of our time into.
And for us, we feel like it's real estate, like
yeah, same with us. We like sometimes stray away from it and like want to do things that like, you know, feel like they make more of a difference, but then it's like you always go back to real estate because it's like that nothing like compares.
Yeah, nothing compares to it.
like you can actually see like income from that, and it might not be like super meaningful. Like cleaning the Airbnb is not always fun, so I think that's where we struggle too. It's like it's not that meaningful of work unless like help families in need that like need somewhere to live, or you know, like you do kind of, but yeah, it's weird.
I mean, it is. I mean, you are making a pretty big difference. I mean, like, people need to stay somewhere,
right? But you don't really connect with them. I feel like
you don't get that like feeling of like the fun that they had on their vacation. You can't like see it happening.
That's true.
So then it's like, oh well, we didn't even see them.
Oh, we should introduce ourselves every time.
Yeah, we should. Then we won't get in trouble.
Then we won't get in trouble.
This is the girl, Millie. Dog.
Come on over. Yeah, that's
they're looking
tough.
through the windows like, oh, they're coming back.
Yeah, so our recent thought is diving all into real estate even more. So
Yeah.
like making our Airbnb like enticing, you know, like
Yeah.
we want to stay there because we've just kind of scraped by, like, you know, oh, it's pretty nice. Like it's decent, it's clean, but we want to make it like somebody wants to book there,
Yeah.
not just because that's the only option.
Yeah.
So
I wonder if
Yeah.
you guys could put like, I don't know if you do this, but put like your scrappy wood, like put a little corner or a shelf with like, you know, and try to just not really sell it, but just like show them, hey, we're actually also scrappy wood.
Share one of your adventures on your stay here, and you get a free little scrappy wood thing.
That's a good one.
And we'll mail you. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Doesn't matter.
I told you she's gonna be featured.
we had a feeling today.
Yeah, I was wondering when she was gonna tell us about something. Yeah, but what do you guys do when you feel like really weird to like get yourself motivated again? Because that's where we're at right now. We need some motivation or something.
I think that feeling itself like motivates me.
Yeah, because it's like sucks to feel like.
Yeah, I just like when I feel like that, I like really feel it. Like I feel terrible, like the worst. And
then it starts to flow into every aspect. You know?
Yep, it starts to take over everything. And what do? I normally go on long talks and tangents, don't I?
Yeah. Yes. Talk it all out.
So I never really knew this about myself. I just always did it. But whenever something would happen, whenever I would go on a long down, I just have to talk it out, and I just keep talking through all the options. And
this just happened the other night, which led us to why would we not do everything or any real estate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just has been the kind of the stake and
consistent stake.
Yeah, the most consistent income that we've had besides our jobs, obviously.
Right.
But yeah, he was
substantial. Like,
yes.
Not only is it like something that's consistent, it's like fairly substantial.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
So
oh, go ahead.
It usually happens at night, like we've said before. And he just talks. And then we come to some sort of conclusion. Then do you feel better?
Yes.
We were just talking about, like, I haven't even looked at like Zillow in weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and so I was like, why don't I just continue to look? So I like looked up, last night, and it's like, wow, how did I get away from like that? Because
It's fun
all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like when I still drive around, I'm always looking for sale signs. But
Mm-hmm.
so I literally last night I like looked at Zillow again.
And that's motivating too, I think.
Just like
it's like I want that.
What's out there? Yeah. Okay, so talk it out. I feel like we do that too, but we wait almost a long time. And then
you're like, oh, we got to discuss this.
Usually it's I gotta get out of the house.
Yeah.
And one of us will just say, I gotta get out of the house. Like yesterday, I basically just like drove out into the country for an hour and a half. I don't know what to do.
Did you come up with anything?
Kinda. I mean, I don't know. It was just like somewhat nice just to clear your thoughts a little bit. You're just like sometimes you just need to think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or not think.
Or not think.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
probably more important because it's like you just have so many things going on. And so it's like you just kind of let go and just go outside a little bit. And then things
Mhm.
kind of realign pretty naturally. But I mean, we never hit it on the same time. Like she'll hit it, she'll have the realization of like, what do I do? What's going on? Freaking out one day, and then I'll get it the next day, or vice versa.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then one of you's in like a.
Stronger mindset. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then I'm able to like list off the 50 things that's going awesome in our lives, and we just kind of forget about those things
Mhm.
because you're worried about the next thing, not what you've done. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then I find myself, I'm going all in real estate too, and on the real estate agent side, like that's kind of impactful because I like actually get to work with real people, and they're getting after their dreams and the things they want to do. Like this commercial property is like, this guy's going to build his business there. So, I mean, that's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But then you just like, sometimes I just kind of, I have kind of like idols or people I've kind of like, I really, want to like, because they're doing it extremely well and I want to do what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you get lost in the trap of like, you're not there yet. So you're just comparing yourself to someone you shouldn't be comparing yourself to. You should only compare yourself to yourself, but
That's hard to do.
it's hard.
Yeah.
Because now like social media and everything takes 10 years of work and puts it into 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's so true.
And so that's a really hard one to be like, remember, this is just all, it's not necessarily fake on social media, but you don't see the hard work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is Jenna Kutcher says? It's the highlight reel.
Yeah.
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 Social media is the highlight reel.
Which often makes me think like, how can like I be better at social media in terms of like showing
The reel.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think. I don't know.
Like the people who think that we're like super good with having a baby. Should we show them the 3 to
Should we
4
be like,
times at night where they're crying?
Right.
Uh,
Because like every picture that you've posted probably is like her being cute,
yeah. Yeah.
but like not 2 a.m. when she's bawling at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is so true.
Prime example.
Yeah. I also feel like there's so much content, like so many podcasts, so many books. Like sometimes I feel like I just listen to them and I get excited, but then I don't actually do any of what they just said.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's like why listen to them.
Yeah. And like
Sometimes.
yesterday, I think I listened to like 4 podcasts because I just like wanted something going on in my brain when I should have just like shut everything off and just like thought in my own head.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mhm.
I tried to fill the air yesterday, I felt like, with like what other people are doing. But it's like, stop doing that and like pick 1 or 2 podcasts that you actually like and actually like could take action on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
And then
So-
and sometimes I just like turn the radio off in the car because I just get so sick of like even music.
Mm-hmm.
Just need to like be quiet. But it's hard to like sit in your own thoughts.
It really is. I think that's why you hear about meditation and people meditating and stuff, and you think that that's kind of crazy, but to a certain extent it's kind of good, I think, because if you're able to meditate and shut it, you don't have to call it meditating. You can just say that you're silence, just shutting off your brain. I don't know where I heard it recently, but they talked they talked about insanity, and like when the people who are insane or who have gone insane are the ones that talk to themselves over and over. And what are we doing, like, in our own heads? Like, we're just thinking over and over about all these thoughts. And like, we should dedicate a certain amount of our day to just not thinking and just being able to shut everything out, like just zone in on a nice landscape or something when you're outside. Or I think that's why exercise hits so good, because it makes you kind of get out of any thought and you're just kind of in the moment.
Sometimes,
yeah. Yeah.
Running makes me think.
yeah.
Does it?
Yeah. But it's not a negative, like, thinking. It's usually a productive thought process when I run.
The clear thought process.
Where you just, like, build on, like, some crazy idea, and
Yeah.
in the end, it's an amazing thing. But
But I feel like sometimes you have to get to a really negative thought process to be like, okay, I'm going for a run. Like, why don't we just like go for that run when we're like already in a positive mindset, you know? Almost like
or like meditate regularly without having to feel like, you know, very like overwhelmed with stress.
Yeah.
Like just do it to, you know,
to
avoid that.
Yeah, to do it to be in a good mindset rather than to wait until you're in a bad mindset.
Yeah.
Totally. I don't know if you guys experience this at all, but I think like a big cause of a lot of this, like overthinking or like getting lost in your own thoughts, is like because of the 9 to 5. And that's what we're struggling with, is like we have been so programmed that that's what it is 9 to 5 is what you work. And like even now that we're working for ourselves, we still think from 9, you know, not necessarily 9 to 5, but like that time frame or that time we've blocked has to be work.
Yes.
But technically, it might only take you 2 hours to do whatever you actually needed to do. And then the rest of the time you've been spent like, well, how do I do another thing? Or what other thing can I do? Or what is this thing I can do that's just going to fill this air essentially?
Yeah. So like 2 hours of getting the work done that you, that your income is coming from, but then take the next whatever amount of hours that you have to focus on the next income stream that's coming in, possibly.
Or like just like not working. Like
I was gonna say, or celebrate that you're not at a 9 to 5 and
Gotcha.
go on a 10 a.m.
Yeah. Okay with doing a 30-minute whatever, because
and then maybe you have to do some actual like work, you know, at 7 at night, maybe.
Yeah,
That's fine.
totally. But
Yeah,
that's the trap, is like you are gonna end up doing that, and then you're also trying to fill in this 9 to 5, and so you're 9 to 9 to 9 to 9.
So you gotta find some room to like celebrate and
and not like feel bad like all my other friends are at a 9 to 5, so I should be.
Well, that's the problem. Yeah, you just, and everyone around us, even our parents are, you know, they're in that mindset because that's what they love to do. It's not a bad thing. That's what they love to do. But obviously we don't, we don't love to do that. We want to do our own thing. And we'd
almost rather work on a weekend.
Yeah.
And spend our weekdays like during the day as a weekend.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. I love working 3 or 4 hours on a Saturday and a Sunday.
And then having the week at some point.
I think it's because like in our mind, Saturday is actually a day off. So like when we work for 3 hours, we feel like, oh, now I can take it off. Where like on a Friday, you feel in your head that you got to work till 5 on a Friday.
Ah, that makes sense.
Because it's like, and then Sunday, you know, that's when everyone else is off. So if we work, we're actually doing extra, or, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
I never thought of that before. That's probably why we love Saturday and Sundays.
Well, and this is probably a generation thing too. Like it's been generations of that feeling that we have to work out of our head.
Yeah. Well, that's how like school is.
Yep, school.
Just like trained, like robots.
And it won't. Yeah, and it won't be until maybe Millie's kids, you know, get out of that mindset, or not, or maybe she'll love a job, you know.
Even daycare.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kid off at 9 to go to work to come pick up at 5. Like.
And they're not open on weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Open a daycare for the weekends.
Oh.
Weekend daycare.
Would that be terrible though?
Maybe.
No.
That might be terrible to run.
You'd be so busy though, I bet.
Yeah.
Like you could just work those 2 days and have the week off to do.
Yeah.
You guys did we tell you about our recent idea that we're not going to do because it would suck, but you know how every school is like hybrid now, and like parents literally can't figure it out because how are they supposed to pick up their kid at 1 and keep teaching them while they're at work? We were like, we should turn the Airbnb during the winter slow months into like a little school, like hybrid, like desks everywhere.
So then when the kids are on their off time, then
they can just,
or not off time, they're
learning at home time.
They're learning at home time.
They could just go there, and then their parents pick them up there. But then we're like, oh, but then you actually have to like, teach them. You have to be like the tutor.
Yeah.
You can't just let them sit at the desk.
There's definitely something there though, like whatever is happening, like if anything continues to be hybrid, like there's some big opportunity.
I think Danielle, DNC is gonna have some sort of like you're gonna have something going.
I even thought about like transportation. Like I could just be like getting that from school to home
to their house.
Yeah. They like start their homework and then leave because they're old enough to be home for a little bit, but
might have to get that shuttle bus or something.
Yeah, with your logo on the
with
side.
The logo.
We'll just secure some seats inside of the trailer. And
there you go.
Oh
my gosh!
Like sitting in the back of the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's actually opportunity, but that's also another thing. Like where I'm stuck. Like what would actually like need to be done? You know, there's so many different things.
And the schools don't even know what they're doing.
Right.
Yeah, it's such a transition phase for everyone.
Yeah.
That it's gonna take a little bit.
Because like they went back, but will they stay? Or like, you know?
Probably not. That's why I think people are kind of like just like pumping the brakes because everyone knows that come October, November, you know, it might be all different.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's opportunity.
But realizing there's opportunity versus like, oh man, that would have been nice to do when that happened.
Yeah. You gotta foresee it.
We'll see.
Fun stuff.
What's to do?
So transformation is fun. Sometimes. No, I think it's actually super fun, but it's like hard to navigate. But it's like if something's hard, why are you doing it anyway?
Yeah.
But if you're just getting overwhelmed, the best thing to do is adventure on purpose.
Ooh.
So forget about it, right?
When it's scripted, it's tough, man. This has been Adventure on Purpose.
What's your purpose? Oh, I like it.
Oh, nice.
What's your adventure?
I like that a lot.
Do that again.
Is it?
You ready?
I'm excited. Do that again.
Say it again.
Oh no. What's your purpose?
Do we answer?
No, she's saying it to you.
Like that's.
Like, see ya.
See ya.